Welcome to Big Game Hunter,
where we hunt the big games
to make us all look tame.
Let's go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Big Game Hunter. You guys know the rules here. The show where we break down the biggest games of the upcoming weekend, 5 for college football and 5 for the NFL. I'm Lloyd, Hunter number 1, your boy, and my partner here, Mr. Picks Cash, Hunter number 2. We're a dual threat, but you can't forget about our resonated deer.
This is getting out of hand.
I mean.
These antlers have gone too far.
The antlers are coming in. Also, real quick, can I say something?
Yeah.
We cashed the parlay last week.
Yes. We're gonna clap it up.
We cashed the parlay last week.
Lamar Jackson over 8.5 rushing attempts. The Lions money line at Tennessee -7. Absolutely crafted to perfection. Cha-ching. And we obviously will be crafting another parlay this week. Guts, by the way, how was your week last week?
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
We both absolutely killed it this football weekend.
We absolutely did. Yep.
We're going to do it again this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to do it again this weekend. Both found our way on the SoBet leaderboard. Shout out SoBet and the leaderboard, as always. This week, got a lot of good games. We're really, really excited. We're just going to jump kind of right into it. 5 college football games. The first game this weekend, it's a good one. It's at Auburn. It's Oklahoma. They're -2.5 at Auburn. Oklahoma coming off a tough loss at home, I believe, to Tennessee last week. And Auburn, they got us smoked at home by Arkansas last week by 10. Did not look very good. Guts, what do you think about this game?
Oklahoma trying to come in and get their first SEC win, going up against a team that's obviously an SEC veteran.
Yeah.
In Auburn, 4-1 last 5 ATS against SEC opponents. 2 quarterbacks that can turn the ball over at any time, and honestly, it feels like kind of a good spot for Oklahoma. Yeah. But I actually really like this spot for Auburn, especially at home, 2.5 points, getting 2.5.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to just let these guys roll them over and get their first SEC win.
Yeah.
Give me Auburn to cover.
Oklahoma -2.5. I know it's on the road. It's tough, but Oklahoma's still a good football team. We got a new guy coming in to kind of lead the pack here at quarterback, and I love that for Oklahoma. Get Jackson Arnold's ass. Ship him off. He was absolutely atrocious. And Peyton Thorne stinks for Auburn. I just think he's horrible. I don't think he's very good. Auburn has played really nobody, and whenever they've played anybody halfway decent, they have not looked good. Peyton Thorne threw 4 picks against Cal. I think he'll probably do a majority of the same here against Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma. Give me them -2.5 on the road this weekend. Still a very good football team, very good defense. I'll take Oklahoma -2.5. We start the show on different sides. Last week, we were on a lot of the same sides. Ended up being a good week. We start on different sides this week. I got a feeling we'll be on the same side for this next game that is a massive game for Hunter number 2 over here, our guy Gutsy Picks Cash. The Fighting Illini might be a football school. I don't know what to say. They're 4-0. Luke Altmaier looks like he could be a Heisman candidate, and they're marching in to probably the hardest place to play in all of college football. They're rolling into Penn State as 18.5-point dogs. Guts, your opinion this weekend on your Fighting Illini in their first really big game of the year?
I've never seen a Illini football team like this.
Yeah.
The boys are out there buzzing. I feel like I've never seen a 4-0 team. I feel like I've never seen a 5-0 team.
No.
But what the fuck is going on with this line? We beat the hell out of Nebraska's 9.5-point dogs. We beat the hell out of Kansas's 5-point dogs. You know that one a little more personal.
A little bit too well than I should, yes.
This line's a fucking joke. Give me Illinois plus 18.5. Catch it 18.5. This team is way too good to be 18.5-point dogs against almost anybody, I would argue. Illinois plus 18.5.
I 100% agree. I think this is probably one of my favorite plays of the week. 18.5 is a shit ton of points for a football team that's really good. Luke Altmaier still yet to turn the ball over this season for the Illini. I mean, they're kind of like the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, they play really good defense. They don't score a shit ton of points all the time, but they're going to be able to score enough points to keep it close. A lot of people forget at Penn State, week 2, against Bowling Green, a game where they almost slipped away and got away and left Nittany Lion Stadium with a W that day against Penn State. I think that this could be a sneaky spot for Penn State. Really haven't played any great teams. West Virginia isn't that great. I think this is their first really big test. It's at home. 18.5 is ridiculous. Give me the Illini. Luke Altmaier's a dog, and I still don't trust this Penn State offense in Drew Aller. Give me Illinois plus 18.5. I knew we'd be on the same side in that game, and we are. We're rocking with the Illini this weekend. Game number 3. I mean, one of those games that really doesn't even make sense when you're thinking about it. Louisville is going into Notre Dame this weekend. They are a 6-point dog in the game on the road at Notre Dame. Guts.
The Catholics.
Thank you. The Catholics.
The Catholics.
Marching into Notre Dame. That's on me. Appreciate
Catholics, bad people.
Are you Catholic?
No. Anti-kid fucking, actually.
I mean, I went to Catholic high school. We can't be saying stuff like this, you know what I mean? I mean, it's something we can't be saying stuff like this, you know? Louisville +6 at Notre Dame. Gus, you're playing the game. What do you think?
Do we not remember what the hell happened last year? Notre Dame goes to Louisville. Marcus Freeman gets his ass absolutely kicked. Got out-coached, embarrassed up and down the field.
Yeah.
Right? Lost by double digits. Lost by, I think, almost 2 touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
I don't see how it doesn't happen again here. Notre Dame lost some pieces of the NFL. They lost some key pieces. They lost a couple of running backs, obviously. Everyone's talking about Louisville weak schedule. Oh, okay. I mean, fucking Notre Dame lost to NIU. And other than that, he was getting booed last week. In the game where they ended up winning by 1 million, he was getting booed. Give me Louisville +6.
I also love Louisville. Louisville +6. Notre Dame is fraud, bro. They finally played somebody last week, Georgia Tech. They're not the best team in the world, but it's at least a decent opponent in the ACC. I think that Louisville really shows up big in this game at Notre Dame, man. I mean, this is a team that is on defense, they're solid. And again, bro, Notre Dame is more fraud at home. They're a team that always plays down to their competition. Congratulations. You whooped on Purdue and you whooped on Miami of Ohio. They both suck. Louisville does not suck. They're going to march into Notre Dame and have a chance to win this game. I like the +6. Put it on my card. Louisville +6 at Notre Dame. One of the best plays of the week. Both on the same side again. Look, we're here today, okay? Oklahoma State is +4.5 at Kansas State this weekend. Kansas State just got absolutely smoked at BYU, and Oklahoma State lost in what you could say was a lopsided game against Utah last week without Cam Rising. So they don't look that great either. Oklahoma State and the Cowboys are traveling to see the Wildcats. Guts, your play.
K-State has been a very good team, especially coming off the loss, especially in covering spreads, okay?
Yeah.
It makes me extremely nervous to fade K-State here, especially with how we know how Oklahoma State has looked this year.
Yes.
Ollie Gordon hasn't looked the same since the DUI that he got.
Well,
which no one was talking about. It's like he got swept right under the rug. He had a DUI, which is okay. That's fine. Everyone fucks up. I'm just saying he had a DUI. Give me Oklahoma State to cover the 5. I actually think that Ollie Gordon could have a big game here, too. This could be the breakout game for the season. He had a pretty good game last year against K-State. I think he ran for like $140, one couple touchdowns. I really don't love this spot for Oklahoma State, but I like them to cover the spread.
My main problem in this game is Oklahoma State's defense. I know everybody talks about it last week. It wasn't that bad against Utah, but in this game, Avery Johnson is a running quarterback. He is a running quarterback first, and then he wants to throw. And Kansas State can always run the football. That's the better running football team in this game will win the game. Ollie Gordon hasn't been great, and it's at Kansas State too, man. 4.5. I just don't think it's enough points. I mean, I like Kansas State a lot in this game. I'm gonna take Kansas State -4.5. They're gonna be able to run the football. Oklahoma State's defense still didn't look that great against a non-Cam Rising Utah team. And Alan Bowman, I mean, he just looks like a bot sometimes, man. So give me Kansas State -4.5. It's at Kansas State. I love it at home. I'll take them against the Cowboys this weekend. And on to the biggest game of the entire week. I mean, the biggest game. We get the Super Bowl in the middle of the season in college football. It's Georgia at Bama. Georgia is a -2 favorite in this game. Guts, your play for the Bulldogs going in to see the Tide.
First time in 113 games that the Tide are not going to be favorites at home.
Well, I love gutsy stats. Feed them
How
to
about that?
me.
I got another stat for you. When 2 top 5 teams play, when the home team is the dog, they are 18-53 straight up. 28-42-1 against the spread. Alabama's getting just a little too much respect here, especially a Nick Saban-less Alabama in the biggest game since that regime has left, essentially. I love Georgia here. Give me the Bulldogs, money line. I won't even mess with the points just to be safe, but I actually think that Georgia could beat the hell out of Alabama here.
If you put a gun to my head, I would have to take Alabama. But I have a play that I love even more in this game, and it is the under. I still think Jalen Milroe, I trust him a little bit more than I do Carson Beck, but I think he still stinks. Okay? He's gonna turn the ball over in this game. It's gonna be really, really hard for both these teams to score. I don't trust both offenses at all. I trust the defenses way more. Give me the under. 49 in this game. I think it's the sharpest play in the game because I, again, don't trust both offenses. Both offenses are not going to be able to run the ball that great. They're going to have to rely on quarterback play. And I just think it's going to be hard against 2 top 10, 15 pass defenses in college football. It's going to be hard for both offenses to really go out there and do anything. I like the under a lot. Give me the under 49 in the Georgia-Alabama game. But if you had to put something on my card, you can squeeze Alabama. I'll buy it up to 3, and you can squeeze it in there. But my favorite play is the under. That will do it for the college football segment, fellas, but we are on to a segment that we call the Sitting Dog! is the segment where we pick an automatic fade of the week, the team that we think that we want to fade the most in college football. We just went over 5 games, so whatever the biggest lock is in our opinion, we are fading the opposite side, and that will be our sitting duck. Last week, my sitting duck in college football was Oklahoma State. They did not get it done against Utah, so we absolutely were right there. Went 2-0 in sitting ducks last week. Mr. Picks Cash went 1-1. Overall sitting duck records, I think, are looking pretty good. My sitting duck this week. The sitting duck this week is Notre Dame. Notre Dame is fraud. They are always fraud at home. For some reason, they get a blowout win against Purdue. They get one more against Miami of Ohio, and everybody wants to forget about the NIU game. Okay? Guys, this team still is not good. Marcus Freeman is still not a good coach. Riley Leonard is not that good. This is a Louisville team that wants to come in here and win this ball game, and they might do it outright. I love Louisville +6. If you want to buy it to 7, you can, but I don't really feel like you need to. The sitting duck this week is Notre Dame. I'm all over the Ville +6.
My sitting duck, the thing that I see just limping behind it all, is in fact Alabama. You had the classic look-ahead spot last week for Georgia. I don't care what you say about how Georgia's looked this season. They've had a couple of mishaps. This is the game they've been waiting for. This is the game they've had circled on the calendar. And they're going to beat the hell out of Alabama at home. And you can't convince me this line shouldn't be higher. This line's going to get higher by kickoff. I can guarantee it.
There's your sitting ducks of the week. And now we are on to the NFL, which we have some monster games this week. It's a lot better than last week's NFL slate. So let's just kick it off, man. Let's get right into it. The Commanders. I don't want to talk about it. The Commanders, they go on the road this week. They're +3 at Arizona against Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. Gutsy, your play for the Commies going into Arizona.
I got a fun fact for you. No quarterback has ever won their first primetime night road game and then immediately won the next week on the road.
Dude, what a stat. Dude, you got some great... hey, I mean, that's for you.
It's a great stat.
I mean, you're just becoming... I always thought Lycan was the stats guy around here. You're really starting to get... You're starting to climb up there.
Lycan thinks he knows stats. He don't know stats.
Okay, sure.
Lycan don't know trends. But this is also just a brutal spot for the Commies in general. They're coming in on short rest, obviously coming off that Monday Night Football game. Jaden Daniels, I'm still not convinced. Okay, yeah, he just had like a crazy game against the Bengals. But besides that, he hasn't really done anything crazy to show that he just looks like he's going to be this absolute stud. I like the Cards. I think you can get a -3, right?
Yeah, you can get
-3. I like the Cards.
You get -3. I also love the Cardinals -3 in this spot. Guys, I'm telling you, Jaden Daniels, he is a good quarterback, but he's not that good because the Bengals defense is just that bad, guys. I mean, what we put out there on the field last week, I told Guts earlier, I showed him a stat. Sam Hubbard, he was 6.5 yards away from Jaden Daniels on every single pass play last week. Do you know how hard it is to play defensive end and be 6.5 yards away from the quarterback at all times? Commies are really not that good. We just stink. I'm done with us. We stink, okay? So I do love the Cardinals in this spot. Short rest for the Commies coming off a big-time win. Now you got to go on the road and face a Cardinals team who lost last week. They're in a get-back spot. I like the Cardinals a lot. I think Kyler shows up. Maserati Mar's out there doing his thing. Give me the Cardinals -3. I also love that play as well. On to game number 2 in the NFL. It's a big one. Division rival. Here we go. Eagles -3 at the Buccaneers, who somehow got shit on by Bo Nix last week. I don't understand. The Eagles survived against the Saints in New Orleans. Guts, your play for us getting to see Jalen Hurts and Baker finally going at it this year.
Can I give you another stat? Hurts, 7-14-1 ATS on the road. Yeah. He's actually like a horrible quarterback. It's kind of insane, actually.
Jalen Hurts, really?
Yeah. It's like actually insane. They got the absolute fucking shit kicked out of them last year in the playoffs by the Buccaneers.
Yes, they did.
You know they're going to have that revenge aspect to it. They're going to want to get it back.
Yep.
Like I said, I'm 2-0 ATS when betting on Eagles games, so I know Eagles games, and I know this Eagles team better than anyone. It's the Bucs +3.
It absolutely is the Bucs +3. Baker Mayfield has had Jalen Hurts' number for years now. Bucs can win this game outright. I'll take the 3 points. I love the Bucs this weekend in Baker against the Eagles. I'll take the Bucs +3 as well all fucking day. Now on to the third game. Guts, the Vikings are a 2.5-point dog. They're 3-0. They're going into the Packers this weekend to go to Lambeau Field. What do you think?
Matt LaFleur, 19-11 ATS in divisional games. 24-11 when a dog. I just told you the trends, Matt LaFleur this, Matt LaFleur that. Give me the Vikings minus everything. You know how high I've been on the Vikings this year. You know how high I've been on Sam Darnold, the West Coast offense they've been running. It's perfect, and it's always fuck Brian Flores, forever and always. I hate that man. I will never like him, but his defense is doing something special. Those boys are buzzing, and if they throw Malik Willis out there, they're scoring 0 points. Shutout game. Hey, If Malik Willis starts this game, shutout. You heard it here first.
For me, I 100% agree. The Titans are not the Vikings, okay? The Titans actually stink. Will Levis stinks. Sam Darnold does not stink. This offense is doing a lot of good things as well. They're really running the football. Sam Darnold played for the Jets and the Panthers. Never had a chance to do anything. He's finally got a really good defense behind him. He's got a good offensive line in front of him. He's got weapons on the outside. This offense is moving and the defense is playing spectacular. We talked about this. You've been on the train for a while. I want to get on the train as well. I love the Vikings this week. +3, they're just a better football team. Whether it's Jordan Love or not, I still think if Jordan Love plays, that they'll still find a way to win this game. I love the Vikings +3 this weekend. Better defense, better offense. Give me the Vikings for all the marbles this weekend. And we roll on to game number 4 of the NFL slate this weekend, and it's the most ridiculous line I've ever seen in my life in a football game on any given Sunday. And I'm just going to point this out. Mm-hmm. This is how ridiculous this line is.
Go ahead.
Our deer over here.
Yeah.
Our deer. On the screen before the show, I give him the lines. The Rams, he put -2.5 because he can't believe.
That's a great point.
Because he can't believe a world where the Rams would ever be a dog against the Bears. But no. They're +2.5 in Chicago this weekend against Caleb Williams in the shit offensive line that's in front of them. The Rams are a dog.
Hooves up, that's on me.
Teams the next week after completing a 14-point comeback to win are 24-49 straight up. 30-44 ATS. Caleb Williams is a walking turnover, and he's going to turn the ball over, and he's not going to make this easy. Give me the Bears. -2.5.
There is a 0% chance Matthew Stafford goes in to Soldier Field and loses this game. Matthew Stafford came back last week. Sean McVay and the boys were lit in the locker room after the game, getting a big W against the Niners. Now you go on the road to Soldier Field, and you get an absolutely blowout win against the Chicago Bears. I'm done with this Bears team. I fell for the trap last week, right, against the Colts. Oh, it's got to be the Bears. They're favored against the Colts. No, it's never the Bears. How many times are we going to do this with the Bears? I'm done doing it. Rams, money line this weekend at the Bears. Don't be a guy that lets the trends fool you like this guy does, because this guy is out of his mind for betting on Caleb Williams again. The 5th and final game of the NFL this weekend on Sunday night is ridiculous game. It's Bills +2.5 at Ravens. This is a matchup that we've all been wanting to see. Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen. Gus, your play.
Lamar Jackson, 23-7 ATS is a favorite of 3 or less. Lamar Jackson, 14-7 in primetime games. I'm terrified of what could happen. The Bills are going to have, obviously, some negative regression after last week. You're not going to just go out there and score fucking 33 points in the first half against everybody. It's the Ravens, and it's the Ravens' first half.
The Buffalo Bills are going to win this game. Josh Allen, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions on the season. The Ravens are the worst pass defense in the NFL right now, ranked 32nd against the pass. Can you imagine what Josh Allen is going to be capable of doing to this pass defense this weekend? And he's also going to scramble all over him. Josh Allen is playing superhuman football, and when he does this, he doesn't stop. It's not one of those things that he just stops. Who is more inconsistent, Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson? Lamar Jackson is. Lamar Jackson has days where he doesn't show up. Right now, Josh Allen, he's showing up every given Sunday. And in primetime, he's an absolute animal. Give me Josh Allen. And the Buffalo Bills, I'm buying it to 3. The game's going to be really, really close in my opinion. I'll take the Bills +3 this weekend in Baltimore. I absolutely love it. And now, for the final segment that we call the Sitting Duck. You know how this works. We already did it for college football, the segment where we pick the biggest fade on the board in the NFL this for the upcoming week. And we've done this for a couple weeks. Again, we'll put up the records. They've been just fine. 2-0 last week. Gus went 1-1. We've been just fine. Sitting Duck, easy snipe, easy target. What fade are you all over this weekend in the NFL? Guts, I'll let you go first.
My Sitting Duck of the week, it's the Commies, okay? I think the Commies they're feeling themselves. They're feeling real good, but I think that I still see them kind of limping behind a little bit. It's a free shot. I'm going to take it. Yeah. I love the Cardinals this week. I think Kyler Murray's going to have another big game, and I think that Marvin Harrison might have 10 catches with 1,000 yards with the way they've gone the last 2 weeks.
I think the Cardinals are a really, really good play, but there's one more animal. I just see he's limping like this.
Limping farther behind?
He's going to fall over. He can't even stand upright, bro.
I think I see him.
He can't stand upright. Oh. He can't throw the football. He's got no protection. He's got no flock with him. The Chicago Bears are my Sitting Duck this week. I have never, when I saw it last night, again, I took my glasses off. I couldn't believe my eyes. The Rams are a dog in this game. I don't understand how. I'll never understand why. The Rams are going to win this game outright. Rams money line. The biggest sitting duck of the week. Again, sirens, play them, sound them off. Mortal lock of the entire century is the Rams money line this weekend at Soldier Field against the Bears. That's my sitting duck. It's time for the call of the week where we bring in the big game. Wait. I think I see it. Hey, we're going to bring him home tonight, too.
It actually looks like it might be another at least 500 lay. Let me see here. We've got.
Wait, there's a 500 lay in there?
Yeah, in the first leg is Penn State minus 18.5. What the fuck? This other leg is
Second one is what?
Georgia
money line. That one I like. Okay, let's go.
I like Georgia. What's the last one? Oh, it's way in here. Hold on.
Can you hurry up? We
I
gotta go
dig
cook
it.
this
Hey.
thing. Can you hurry up?
Dude, look at this. Look at this.
What's the last leg?
He's squirming. I thought he was done.
Hurry
The
up.
last-
We gotta get home.
Last leg is Cardinals money line.
We cashed last week. You know we're cashing this week again. Let's fucking go. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of Big Game Hunter. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.